morning. It's Friday, October 25th. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of WEX Wakeup. I'm Natasha Sweet. Vice President Kamala Harris is facing criticism for her lack of specifics on how she would differ from President Joe Biden, fueling the narrative she represents a Biden 2.0.
And I am saying that in terms of every walk of life of our country, I think part of what is important in this election is really not only turning the page, but closing the page and the chapter on an era that suggests that Americans are divided.
Harris has struggled to articulate her differences with Biden, saying in a recent interview, "There is not a thing that comes to mind when asked what she'd do differently." She later backtracked, citing her plans to have a Republican in her cabinet and her own life experiences as a new generation of leadership. Harris has also been criticized for her lack of details on policy, with some accusing her of being too similar to Biden. The Trump campaign has seized on this, releasing an ad claiming Harris wouldn't change a thing and how her presidency would be a continuation of Biden's.
During the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind.
Democrats in North Carolina say they will accept the outcome of the election results. Our Christian Day Talk has more.
We're in North Carolina, where we wanted to ask Democratic voters if they would accept the results of the election if Donald Trump wins in November. Here's what they had to say.
To be honest, that hasn't crossed my mind. I'm less concerned.
Absolutely.
I may have a different circle, but we really don't talk about that.
Once the results are certified, that the Democratic Party, I think, will be likely to accept it, not without a lot of concern and dread, but will accept the result.
Now, Trump has accused Vice President Kamala Harris of having something in the works in case she doesn't win. Harris, on the other hand, says she has a team of lawyers ready to protect election integrity should Trump try and call victory early like he did in 2020. Reporting in North Carolina, I'm Christian Day Talk for the Washington Examiner.
With the election just days away, former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris are both heading to Texas, each targeting a different voter base. Harris will lead a star-studded rally in Houston focusing on abortion access, headlined by Beyonce. Trump will be taping an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience in Austin addressing border issues. Both campaigns are using Texas to reach voters in other states, with abortion and border policies at the forefront of their strategies. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this Friday morning. For more stories, be sure to head on over to our website and give us a follow on social media so you can stay in the know and all that's trending in politics. Have a wonderful weekend.